How do artists use movement for gestural abstraction? Imagine a painter standing before a blank canvas, ready to let their body become the brush. That's what artists did in the post-war era when they embraced gestural abstraction. This style is all about capturing the energy and emotion of the artist through their physical movements. Instead of carefully planning every detail, they let their impulses guide their hand. They often worked on huge canvases, sometimes not even attached to easels, so they could move freely around their work. They used dripping, splattering, pouring, and throwing paint, making each stroke a record of their physical action. Think of Jackson Pollock, who famously laid his canvases on the ground and dripped paint from cans, creating dynamic webs of color. The idea was that each mark reflected the artist's inner feelings at that moment. When they moved quickly across the surface, they transferred their emotional state directly onto the canvas. This approach was inspired by earlier movements like Surrealism and automatism, which aimed to bypass conscious control and tap into subconscious impulses. Artists approached their work spontaneously, treating the canvas as an open space for improvisation. Their gestures became the subject itself, emphasizing the physical act of painting over traditional composition or subject matter. The materials played a big role too. Different paints, brushes, knives, and even torn paper responded uniquely to the artist's force and speed. The viscosity of the paint and the size of the brush affected the marks made. Some artists experimented with collages, adding torn paper or other media to expand their expressive vocabulary. This energetic style was especially popular in New York during the 1960s and 70s, where artists gathered in studios, cafes, and jazz clubs. They believed that the act of painting was an event, a physical expression of human feeling. The canvas became a record of human movement, capturing the artist's emotional state in a raw and filtered way. It was a shift from traditional art, where technique hid behind the image, to a focus on the process itself. Each piece became a visual diary of movement, energy, and emotion, making the act of creation just as important as the finished work.